Hello, my name is Anthony Anglim, and today's topic is abortion and the Christian view on abortion. I searched and tried to find out what the Christians view. What I plan on doing here is finding out what the Christians view is, along with my own personal views, since abortion did affect my life when I was still a very young man. This is from Wikipedia. What I'm going to talk about now came out of Wikipedia. Okay, Christianity and abortion has a long and complex history, as there is no explicit prohibition of abortion in either the Old Testament or the New Testament books of the Bible. And additionally, as the Jewish law is most often interpreted, and additionally as the unborn child has the status of potential human life, until the majority of the body has emerged from the mother and life begins at birth with breath through the nostrils. Based on Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. While some writers say that early Christians held different beliefs at different times about abortion, others say that in spite of the silence of the New Testament on the issue, they condemned abortion at any point of pregnancy as a grave sin, a condemnation that they may maintain even when some of them did not qualify as homicide. The elimination of the fetus is not yet formed and animated by a human soul. Some denominations have different views on abortion, ranging from most Christians do not believe in abortion in any state of pregnancy regardless of the circumstances. On the flip side of this, Christians that believe abortion can happen in circumstances such as if a woman has cervical cancer and the result is chemotherapy that kills the fetus, they believe there's nothing they can do about that. The different denominations of Christian churches range on the circumstances as such as rape, incest, or bearing the unborn child would cause death of the mother. So if it could cause death to the mother, certain groups say that abortion should happen if they did not abort the child, it would cause death to the mother. And that's what Wikipedia says. And now what I'm going to do here is spend some time talking about how this subject affected me and my family when I was young. And this happened when I was, I believe, 19 years old, and my girlfriend was 17. At that time, I really wasn't, I was a Christian and everything, but I didn't follow anything. I was just a normal teenager that didn't really go to church anymore. I went as a youngster, but that's about it. And so me and my girlfriend had unprotected sex, and we were still not really, I don't think we were growing up enough to even having sex now that I'm an old man. But anyway, as a result of that, we became pregnant. And we were scared. We didn't know what to do. And so what we did is we went and had an abortion performed. We didn't tell our parents, and to this day our parents don't even know this happened. And this was 35 years ago. And so that's not the end of the story. I mean, that's why I chose abortion as my topic today, because at the time I was maybe 20 years old, and we got married when I believe I was 22, and we wanted to start a family. And we tried and tried and tried to start a family, and we could not get pregnant. And she was blaming herself, I was blaming myself, and finally came a period when she had to go to the doctor, and she had a physical, and they took some blood and what have you, and they found out that she had thyroid cancer. And so she went in and they did surgery on her thyroid up here, and they got the cancer out, and she had to take some medicine, and she was okay. And lo and behold, right away she got pregnant. And those years of not having kept that child, we felt very guilty that we didn't, that we went and had an abortion. And this has stuck with me pretty much for the majority of our lives. What we did to rationalize it, that was our wild years at that time where we couldn't have children. And we thought, well, the kid might have been messed up anyway because of, we were drinking and using drugs and what have you. But the Lord has blessed us. We had 2 very healthy children. They're both grown adults now. And I've also have another child who's 15. So I've got a 29-year-old daughter, a 22-year-old son, and a 15-year-old daughter. And, as much as it just really hurt when this all happened, because when we were trying to have a child and we couldn't, we had a lot of guilt, and that's why I really chose this. But that's behind us now, and I've came to the Lord, and I believe I've been forgiven for that. And in conclusion, I would like to say that after 8 months here at the New Life Dream Center, my view on abortion has flip-flopped back and forth. Before I got here, from when I was a kid to being an adult, I never thought I'd say abortion was okay if it was a case of rape, incest, or anything like that. But after I spoke with one of our pastors at our church, he explained to me in detail about that and how you could have a kid go for adoption, and my view has changed. Before it was, I really thought a woman could do whatever she wanted to do. If she thought she didn't want to have a child and the man wasn't going to be there for her, I thought it was okay. And now I look at it as it's a lot deeper than that. And I believe that life begins at conception, and I'll try to instill that in my kids. They still haven't had kids, and I'm going to do that. But anyway, that's about it on my speech here. I'd like to say thank you for listening, and God bless.